for you, my friends. Suggestion: all elected officials shall have regular and compulsory visits and consultations to their constituents. The elected officials are the senators, congressmen, provincial governors with vice governors, and provincial board members, municipal or city mayor with the vice mayor and councilors, barangay officials such as the barangay chairman and barangay kagawads. The meaning of constituents here, all the people in a certain place, including the newly born babies, and to the aged persons, rich or poor, or whatever status of that people in that community, they are considered as constituents. Personal visits of elected officials for the consultations of the constituents shall not be done in proxy, or the elected officials let somebody or proxy to do the visit on behalf of the proxy or the representative person. So the visit or visits shall be done with the elected government officials themselves, not to be delegated to others. The purposes of the visits: so that the elected government officials will see personally or monitor the real situations of the problems of their constituents. Number 2, so that the constituents can tell personally their needs and their problems to the elected officials. Number 3, so that the elected officials can share their personal programs for the good of the constituents. Number 4, so that the government will be closer to the grassroots of people. Number 5, so that the constituents can ask the fulfillment of the promises of the elected officials during the election, of whether their promises are fulfilled or not fulfilled. In reality, it is only the time of election campaign in which the elected officials or political candidates like the senators, provincial candidates, official, municipal city candidates can only be seen during the election campaign. But after the election, especially those who win the election, no longer visit the barangay or the place of their constituents. They can no longer be seen in the places where they have political campaigns. Purposes of the visits of the elected officials: I mentioned already what are the purposes. So, what will be the consequences if the elected government officials will not visit their constituents? Number one, deduction of their monthly compensation. Number two, suspension of their monthly honorarium. Number three, suspension from the government service, or they will be suspended while they are serving during their term of office. Number four, termination from government service. So we have here the schedule of visits of the government elected officials. Number one, the barangay elected officials like the barangay chairman and the barangay kagawads. Every 3 months, house to house visit of their constituents. Number two, municipal or city officials. Every 3 months visit to the municipality. Or number two, municipal and city elected officials. Every 3 months visit to barangay. Number three, provincial elected officials like the provincial governor, provincial vice governor, and the provincial board members. Every 3 months visit to municipality or component city. Number four, the congressman, every 3 months visit of its district to municipality or component city. Number five, senators, every 3 months visit to the region. Thank you very much.